Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. I got another tutorial video for you guys, but before we get into this, let's get this YouTube stuff out of the way. If you like the following content, make sure to hit that like button and then share it on your social media. When you share it on your social media, follow me on that Orange Man Bad app. The link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for all if you haven't done it yet already. And leave some comments underneath the video if you have any questions, comments, whatever. Just leave them down there and I'll get back to you guys. Those are all the free and easy things you can do to help support the channel. If you want to support the channel directly, look down in the description. Use that Ko-Fi link to do a one-time tip or to join as a monthly channel member. Alright guys, let's get into this. Roll that intro. Okay guys, we're going to do some advanced cluttering techniques. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to show you how to add stuff for like mod resources and everything. I had mentioned that you could clutter up around the alchemy station here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and click on my static. I'm going to clear the filter. And I'm going to use, I had did this with my food shelf here, but I'm gonna do some alchemy baskets that have flowers in them and everything like that. So alchemy basket 01, and then I'm gonna put a toot on the end of it. Now you can find a lot of different modders resources on the Nexus and other places that have static objects, so or whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some alchemy baskets. I have a bunch of my stuff in Clutter here. I got an alchemy rig which I made from the one Tolfdir's rig. But I have some baskets with flowers like this. So that's the first one I'm going to do. And I'm going to add that and just as a new model. And then I'm going to do 2. And I like to keep it, I like to keep it by the numbers. This has all been done in, these have all been built in, I believe, Outfit Studio. This was a modder's resource that I got off the Nexus, so, and that's that one there. We'll do one more here, and make this one 3, and we'll go see what we got in here. We got I got poisons. I got a mushroom baskets, an ingredients basket. I think the ingredients basket's like this. That's a good one. So, okay. Just like that. Now, when you put them into the cell, the static object, you don't have to really do anything to it because it's a static object. But just in case, I would recommend that you double click your reference here and click Don't Have Settle. And then go ahead and place them, and you can see that I've put some floor pelts in and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick this like right here. Then I'm going to duplicate it because when you duplicate it, it already has the Don't Have Settle. And since I've done a couple of these, I'm going to go ahead and do a search and replace. And let it come up and search and replace it with the the one for the thistles here, and kind of just place it. You don't have to, it don't have to be perfect, because, you know, just like maybe the person you just sat it down, and then this one will be 3. So we'll go ahead and search and replace that. So that's basically how you add clutter using mod resources. Now I have something that I made for another mod that I'm going to put in here. This one you can't really find it anywhere because I haven't released it, but you could make it yourself if you were handy in Blender. So we're going to call this one Mammoth Skull. There are some mammoth skulls in the game as static objects, so you can use those, or you know, you can make your own. I'm going to go ahead and use the one I made. So that's this one right here. Push OK on that. And then I'm going to put this mammoth skull right up here against this window. Turn it around. Move it out. And go ahead and move it up like that. I think I can go all the way up to the top. I probably should. And then move it out some more. Doesn't matter if it clips into the wall, but so we'll shut the lights off. Can't really see it, but yeah, that'll work. That'll work. If you want to add extra lights in, you can, but you just have to be careful that you don't have more than 4 hitting any particular interior mesh. So that's about like it is there. See, I've got these wall mounted stuff here, the crab and the elk and stuff. So that's all there is to that. Now I do want to make a custom pot right here with a tree in it. So I'm going to need the pot itself, and I'm gonna look up kettle. You know, the black kettle that's in game. This one here. You see them a lot. So you could use this, but the problem with it is, even if you put the script to where you freeze it in place, you can still take the thing. And if you take the thing, the tree will stay, the dirt will stay, and then you're screwed. So you're going to have to actually make this into a static. Now, you can make it into a static record, but the problem with it is the mesh still has the physics on it. So you need to actually make it a static mesh. So we're going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so first we have to have our kettle. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a new folder on my desktop because that's where I'm going to put everything. And this is where I've unpacked pretty much all of my Skyrim BSAs to this folder here on a different drive. And I have all the meshes and texture. If you don't have room for that, you can just go ahead and open up the BSAs using Bethesda Archive Extractor, and you can find the mesh that you want to mesh that you want to use. Like for me, I want to use this kettle, so I'm just going to go ahead and extract this using Bethesda Archive Extractor. I'm going to extract it to the new folder, and that's how simple that is. But I already have everything opened up. So here's the kettle. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it back in here so I don't have this extra folder in here, and get rid of that. Now we're going to open this up, and we're going to open this up here, and you can see that there it is right there. Now we're going to want to retain this collision. So what we're going to have to do is going to have to go to our BSX flags, and we're going to change this, the BSX flags, to 130. That makes it into a static. We'll keep the collision, but in the no, it's not that one. In the Sky Mat Heavy Metal, go. Look down in here, that's good. Sub shapes, that's material, and that's good. So this is all the thing here. So just changing the BSX flags will be okay, I guess. But if you want to do it the right way, you can actually give it its own collision, do your custom collision with chunk merge and everything. But we're just gonna make this into a new mesh, and we're gonna call this Kettle 02, and it should already be a static, because you've changed the flags. It's now just a static. Let me see, anything else here that I need to change? No, doesn't look like it. Vertex colors, as everything's good there, and it looks like everything else is okay. I don't think that it is going to be a problem. So, and if you haven't got NIF scope, get it. The current version's usually the best. Mine's a little bit older. Mine's Dev 7, NIF scope 2 Dev 7, so that's good. Now I got this kettle in here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to put it in my Skyrim data folder in my meshes, and I'm going to stick this in here in Clutter, and we'll go put it in dining set, because it's a kettle. So Kettle 02. So that's good. That's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and add that in as a static, like this. I'm going to use this one. This one will work. And we're just going to call this Kettle. And then just put 01 at the end. And then 2. Just so I don't mess around with anything. We'll go ahead and find that. That is, I put it in dining set. There it is right there. So Kettle. Bang. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. Now we're going to go to our warehouse cell, which already has a kettle in here, but that's the original one from the game. So I'm going to delete that one. And then I'm going to put my new kettle in here. And if you get this exclamation point, it's because you've put in a new mesh while you're working in your kit. You just push F5 and it'll take care of it, because it refreshes the scene. So now I need some dirt. So I'm going to go to dirt, and then I'm going to click on all, and it should be You can use all kinds of different stuff. I'm going to use this cave dirt because it's a static. So, and I'm going to put that in there. Of course, it's way too big, so I'm going to shrink it down. Now you can actually go ahead and build this out in like Outfit Studio and kind of adjust the dirt to where it doesn't like clip or anything, or you can just kind of play with it in the kit here like I'm attempting to do. So that kind of looks good, except for that one spot right there. So we'll move that over. That's a whole lot worse. There's not really a way to do really fine adjustments. If it's like one little spot like that, if you have like one little spot like that, don't really worry about it too much. You can fix that in your placement. Now I want to put a tree in here. So I'm going to go to tree, and I'm going to put pine, and let me see here. See which one I want. This one will work good. So this is going to be really big. Like that, it takes up the whole screen, literally. So I'm going to want to, of course, resize this down quite a bit. And then drop it in like that. Center it up. Looks okay, I guess. It's going to look different in my game because I have a different tree replacer. But yeah, that looks good. So now what I want to do is I want to... Oops. It moved. I'm going to want to select all of that. And if I've selected the floor, I'm going to hold control and click off of that. And I'm going to move this out here. Just to get it out of the way. So this is the kind of thing you can do with your clutter. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go back into my farm cell. And I'm going to put that right over here. And paste this in right here. This is where I use the Z key to move it up. Now remember what I said about that one spot in it where I actually don't see it. I don't notice it as much, so we're going to take and move that back against the wall. And that's our little tree in our house. So that's all there is for, like, pretty much for more advanced clutter using mod resource packs and how to kind of make your own stuff. You can do this stuff in like the kettle with the dirt in it. You can do that in Outfit Studio, except you'd have to do your own collision and stuff using chunk merge, and I've got videos about that already on my channel, so I'm not going to go over that again. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue cluttering this cell, and when I get it all done, that's when we're going to move on to doing the nav mesh in the cell.